A relationship is strengthened with a steady dose of communication, respect, and trust. Relationships are not exams to pass or fail, and not a competition to win or lose, but it's a feeling in which you care for someone more than yourself. A very good morning to one and all. As the world fights the spread of coronavirus, the governments and the institutions have taken precautionary arrangements to limit human contact with others, and the schools as well, closing to slow the spread of COVID-19 in Kuwait. Let me thank our community engagement team led by our distinguished and honorable chairman, Mr. K.O. Matthew, sir, who has provided us with a great platform for e-learning and also connecting us during the pandemic. Thank you, sir. We are also very grateful to our vice chairman, Mr. Ahmed Al-Falah, one of the pillars of our institution, who has always been there with his support. Our corporate manager, Mr. Sundaram, and operation strategic team leader, Mr. Subin Sebastian, also needs an appreciation for the support rendered by them. Special thanks to our beloved principal, Dr. Shanta Maria James, for being an integral part of the program. Not forgetting to thank Mrs. Shamla for her valuable guidance. Webinar is the brainchild of Stephanie Matthew, Chief Architect of the Community Program, who has made it possible for us to stay connected throughout the pandemic. Without her support, it would not be possible, and we express a sincere gratitude to her. Thank you, ma'am. Last but not the least, I also express my sincere appreciation to my team members, Mrs. Rani, Mrs. Parvinder, Mrs. Collins, Mr. Stanley, Mrs. Christie, and Mrs. Binu Matthew, who made the webinar program possible with their inputs, support, and cooperation. The webinar is exclusively for grade 9th and 10th students on how to strengthen relationships while social distancing, presented by Mrs. Nafisa Sheikh, that's me, and my co-presenter, Mrs. Collins De Silva. To begin with, let me brief you on the ground rules. A maximum of 250 participants are permitted on the MS Teams. The floor is open to question and answer at the end of the session for 5 minutes. Please keep your microphones in mute option until the question and session. Any unanswered question would be answered later by our ICS team. The webinar is divided into 4 parts: defining and practicing social distancing, positive impacts of strengthening relationship, methods of strengthening relationship, and cyber security. From the time we have been locked down or way before it, everywhere we hear the term social distancing. What is social distancing and why is it important to practice it? Social distancing, also called as physical distancing, is a set of measures intended to prevent the spread of contagious disease by maintaining physical distance between people and reducing the number of times people come in close contact with each other. It can be dangerous if people don't work to maintain their connection with others. Even if you're surrounded by family members at home, tension still arises and relationships can be strained. Fortunately for us, in 2020, we are better equipped than ever to have a vivid and active social life online. And here, one can share some positive impacts of strengthening relationship while social distancing. We are not aware of who is a COVID positive. So we should better maintain social distancing. How do we do it? Staying home is the easiest and the most effective step you can take to practice. We should go out only for necessities such as groceries, medication, but try to spend as much time at home as you can. Even if you have to go to the cooperatives or pharmacy, try to maintain and adhere to the 6 feet guidelines, as now there are tapes on the floor to keep appropriate distance in stores and cooperatives. Sitting at home might be boring. Still, you can get outdoors and go for a walk. But remember, you should leave 6 feet distance between you and the others, as distance means so little when life means so much. Here we present to you a video on social distancing.
I'm glad to see.
Students, let me go to the second part, that is positive impacts of strengthening relationship while social distancing. And how do we develop it? Through the spirit of competition, new skills each week, feeling of belongingness, fight loneliness, relieve boredom and improve productivity, and also develop feeling of responsibility during the pandemic. How can we develop the spirit of competition? Yes, we can develop it through online quiz, which can be conducted once a week or during weekends. We can also play online games such as Ludo, chess. Remember, we can get connected to our cousins, friends, relatives. We can also organize online concerts among the family members. It is not necessary that we have only musical instruments, but we can compose our own music with household items such as table, spoons, plates, and cups, and even a glass filled with water. Well, we can also develop new skills each week. How can we do it? I'm sure you must be already connecting yourself for chatting individually with friends or group chatting. So why don't you introduce yourself to new skills such as cooking, where you can share a recipe with friends. You can do stitching. Here, you can recycle your old t-shirts into masks instead of discarding your old clothes, as masks are very useful nowadays. You can learn new writing skills, learn calligraphy, painting, artistic skills. You can also surprise your family by gardening in balcony, kitchen window, or even in the living room. Wait, let me share a video on gardening. the video was very fruitful and interesting. You can have your valuable home ingredients for gardening: chilies, tomatoes, coriander twigs, mint, lentils. You don't have to go out, but get it from your pantry. Students, we can also develop a feeling of belongingness by organizing virtual dinner for your family members, celebrating their special days, making cards for birthdays, anniversaries. Video calling your grandparents can also make them happy. We can also come together for family prayers. It is not necessary that we should be in one room for prayers, but we can connect from different corners of the world. During lockdown, we all feel lonely. So how can we fight loneliness? Yes, by listening to music, organizing or attending virtual choirs and bands, introducing digital book club, by contributing a sentence or a paragraph, or even writing stories where a team member can lead and others can follow whenever possible. How can boredom be relieved in this pandemic? Yes, as we have been under lockdown for months now. Well, Mrs. Collins, do you have any suggestion to relieve boredom and improve productivity?
Good morning, everyone. Yes, Mrs. Nafisa, we have different methods to relieve boredom and improve productivity, such as joining Zumba class, yoga class to keep ourselves fit during the lockdown. Students, this is the best time for you to join online crash courses where you can get certificates which will be benefited for you later. Girls, you can share your beauty tips by making homemade facial masks, nail art, or showing different hairstyles. Another method is hosting a dinner party and making your friend to cook the same meal and sit down to eat together over Zoom. You can compare your cooking notes and see who managed to master the recipe. Just because technology is the new norm for these days doesn't mean it is the only way to stay connected with our loved ones only at distant places, but we should also develop a feeling of responsibility to help our elderly neighbors by bringing medicines or grocery items for them. We can share our friends, we can show our friends that distance has not separated us by placing a bouquet or a gift at their doorsteps when we go for our virtual walk. You can also provide a helping hand to your parents in doing household work like cleaning the house or helping your mother in the kitchen and even helping your siblings in their studies or teaching them art and craft. The internet is without a doubt one of the best resources available to us. Unfortunately, it is also extremely dangerous if you aren't aware of who and what is behind the scenes. Most of the cyber victims are students and young people. So, we must use the technology in a smart way. From the word smart itself, let me provide you with some precautionary tips. S stands for safe. Students, your safety over the internet is in your hand. Never give your personal information like your name, photos, address, or bank details. M stands for meeting. Do not agree to meet anyone in person who you just came across the internet, as they may be who they say they are. A is for accepting. Spam mails, pictures, messages should not be opened, as they may contain viruses or unpleasant information and images. R is for reliable. While surfing the net, the information we come across is not 100% accurate. T is for tell. If you feel any kind of discomfort or something goes wrong, it is always better to tell your parents rather than tackling the situation yourself and landing into more trouble. Here are some safety tips so that you will not become the victims of cybercrime. Always think twice with whom and where you share your personal information, since it can be misused by hackers. Never arrange a face-to-face meeting with someone you have met online, no matter what, as sometimes people pretend to be what they aren't. Think carefully before posting your pictures. Once you have put a picture of yourself online, most people can see it and may be able to download it. Students, a small piece of advice that you should not visit any chat room without the knowledge of your parents. Talk to your parents before you download a software or attachment. Some ads may trick you by offering free things or telling you that you have won something as a way of collecting your personal information. Excessive violence can trigger aggressive thoughts, emotions, and behavior. So, students, don't indulge yourself in violence-based online games like PUBG, Fortnite, etc. It is important to cultivate and maintain relationship even if you cannot see your loved ones face to face. Be sure to stay connected to your loved ones, especially your grandparents, in any possible way. Relationships don't grow on their own. They take time, commitment, desire, and constant maintenance. We cannot take our relationship with family, friends, and neighbors for granted during the time of social isolation. Try to take the advantage of this time at home by developing new skills, doing something creative, or finding different ways to have fun together. But at the same time, students, remember that the internet is not that safe, so we must be careful by careful about showing our personal information or talking with a stranger and even sharing our photos over the internet. Let me conclude this session with a famous quote of Helen Keller. The best and the most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even heard. They must be felt with the heart. Thank you. Students, now the floor is open for you to ask questions.
Well, I have a question by a student. What benefits can students achieve by strengthening relationship with grandparents? Students, grandparents are wealth of experience. They often narrate stories about their lives and how things worked when they were young. They share a lot of information we feel is of no use. We think we are very hi-fi and they are very old graded. But remember, grandparents and grandchildren are the two sides of the same coin. Google can't provide you with all the answers to your questions. So spending time with your grandparents is very fruitful as they are more exposed to different ideas. Let me give you an example. When we have a headache, what do? We Google up for a remedy. But if we ask our grandmother, immediately she will give us a remedy and we will be relieved. Thank you.
Okay, we have another question asked by a student. Is it safe for me to be active outside? Well, student, before you decide to go out, make sure to check the guidelines given by the ministry. If permitted, make sure you take all precautions by wearing your mask, maintaining distance, and so on. Precaution is better than cure.
Good morning, everyone. One popular question raised today is, what are the dangers in online games? Well, students, not everyone will be nice on the internet. There are some online gamers who pretend to be so good in front of you. They try to build up so much trust in you so that towards the end, these gamers will force you to do many things which will not be favorable at all for you. Also, you might see things you don't like at all. There are things related to violence, murder, horror, etc. Though it is happening virtually, you will think that it is happening really in front of you. And towards the end, what will happen? You will be addicted to it. And as a result, you will be deprived of your sleep. You will have lack of concentration, and indirectly it affects your mental health and it will affect your studies as well. So remember, my dear students, you must be very careful while playing online games. Thank you.
To watch the webinar again, a recording of the session and the handout will be uploaded in community engagement page of our website. Link is given below. Please submit your feedback using the link given below or scan the QR code.
I hope you must have enjoyed this session of webinar. Social distancing is a solution to reduce death rate. So remember, no hugs, no handshakes. Thank you and have a good day.